Hello viewers, I am Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal. Today stands before you with a very important topic which is found in core paper number of 11 of 5th semester, and the name of the paper is Western Political Philosophy, and the name of the topic today is Aristotle is the father of political science. Justify. Why Aristotle is regarded as the father of political science? Why? This is the topic. But before I start my discussion, I want to inform my viewers that if you are in +2 first year to +2 second year political science students, or if you are in +3 first semester to +3 fifth semester political science students, or if you will have to take the help of environmental studies, just subscribe my channel, so benefits you will get. And those of your friends who are in above classes, aware them about this channel, so at least some students will be benefited. And a single help to anybody, remember, the help will not go in vain. It will come back to you. Let us start. Aristotle is the father of political science. Why? Here we will discuss 10 factors for which Aristotle is regarded as the father of political science. Number 1. So first factor, he was the source of constitutionalism. So there are different factors for which Aristotle is regarded as the father of political science. Let us start. According to Professor M.B. Foster, Aristotle was the master of all departments of knowledge. According to Professor M.B. Foster, Aristotle was such a man who was master of all departments of knowledge. He had mastery over a series of subjects. There is no parallel in history who can be compared with Aristotle's intellectual achievement and his influence. There is no philosopher in human history who can be compared with Aristotle's knowledge and influence. He was unparalleled political philosopher. Due to many valuable ideas, he is known as father of political science. So Aristotle was an uncomparable political philosopher. He has a lot of contributions for political science, for which he is regarded as the father of political science. So what contributions Aristotle had? Number 1, he was the source of constitutionalism. It means he was first philosopher who realized the importance of constitution in a state. Aristotle was the source of constitutionalism. It means he was the first philosopher who knew the importance of constitution for a country. He felt that without a constitution in a state, people cannot lead a noble life. He felt that constitution is very much essential for a country. Without constitution, people cannot lead a noble life. So once he said, to live by the rule of the constitution ought not to be regarded as slavery, rather a salvation. So constitution is very much important. To be ruled by a constitution will not be considered as slavery, rather it is a salvation. It means if constitutional rule, there will be betterment. There will not be any downwardness. So constitution is very important. It was his first important contribution to political science. Number 2, innovator of scientific method. Aristotle had developed scientific method by which nothing will be accepted by arguments, rather by collection of data and their verification to arrive at a definite conclusion. By this, study cannot be superfluous. The second contribution of Aristotle was he developed scientific method of data collection. Scientific method of data collection means nothing will be accepted without data collection and their analysis. Nothing will be accepted. Nothing will be accepted by arguments. Everything will be accepted by proper data collection and their analysis and to come to a conclusion. This is scientific method. So he was a philosopher who believed in scientific method. It is a method which believed that everything will be accepted of data collection and its verification and to arrive at a conclusion. So it was his another important contribution, that is scientific method of data collection. Number 3, separation of politics from ethics. He is known today to give an independent shape to political science. Another contribution of Aristotle was that he delivered an independent shape to political science. Previously, political science and ethics were mixed with each other. There was nothing like political science. Political science and ethics were treated as one subject. But it was the Aristotle who separated political science from ethics and delivered it an independent status. So, it is written, he is known today to give an independent shape to political science. Previously, political science and ethics were regarded as one subject. He separated political science from ethics and delivered it an independent status. So, in this context, Dunning, D-U-N-N-I, Dunning once said, the capital contribution of Aristotle to political science is to give political science an independent shape. According to Dunning, the most important contribution of Aristotle to political science is that he delivered political science an independent status. So, till now we have discussed 3 important contributions of Aristotle to political science. Now I'll discuss 4th one, idea about classification of government. Aristotle classified government primarily into 2 types, like normal type and perverted type. Then he classified normal type into 3 categories, perverted type into 3 categories. So, primarily divided government into 2 categories, like normal form, perverted form. Again, he classified each normal form into 3 categories, perverted form into 3 categories. So, what is a normal form? Rule for common interest. What is a perverted form? Rule for self-interest. So, Aristotle classified government primarily into 2 categories, normal form, perverted form. Then again, he classified each category into 3 types each. Number 1, if there will be rule by one person, but he rules for common interest, it is monarchy. In the same way, if one person will rule, but he rules for himself, tyranny, it is a perverted form. Again, if a few persons will rule for the good of all, common interest, it is aristocracy. If a few persons will rule for self-interest, oligarchy. If a majority of people will rule for common good, polity. If a majority of people will rule for self-interest, it is democracy. So he classified government into 6 categories. It was another contribution of Aristotle. 4th one. 5th one, source of individualism. He was the first man who gave priority to individual interest. So he is regarded as the source of individualism. How? Aristotle, all through his writings, stressed to welfare of individual. All through his writings, he gave priority to individual welfare. He considered state must be a positive agency to promote good life, not as a negative institution to act as a policing agency. All through his writings, he gave priority to individual welfare. He viewed that state should act as a positive institution to promote welfare of people. It should not act as a negative institution only to give punishment to the people. So, all through his writings, he gave priority to individual interest. So, he is regarded as an individualist. So, he is the source of individualism. Sixth one, source of political idealism. He was a philosopher who realized importance of both state and individual. He felt the need of both power of the state and freedom of people. He felt that people cannot enjoy their freedom. He felt that people can enjoy their freedom only within the authority of state. He regarded as the source of political idealism. He was such type of philosopher who realized that both the state is important and individuals are important. Power of state is important, freedoms of people are important. He gave priority to both the state and individual. He viewed that power of state is necessary as well as welfare of people is necessary. So he delivered equal importance to power of the state and freedom of people. He viewed that people can enjoy their freedoms only within the power of the state. So he is regarded as the source of political idealism. 7. Develop own views on law. He gave supreme position to law in the state. He developed his own views on law. He developed his own views on law. He gave priority to law. He viewed that law is the symbol of civilized life. He once told, people will be best when they will be guided by law. People will be best or people will be good when they will be guided by law. And they will be worst when they will be away from law. So people will be best whenever they will be guided by law. They will be worst when they will be away from law. And it is law is the symbol of civilized life. As it is the wisdom of all people, even the wisest ruler must obey it. As law is the product of wisdom of all people, it is better than the view of an wisest ruler. Then, first philosopher who developed 3 organs of state. He was the first philosopher who developed 3 organs of state: legislature, executive, judiciary. Function of legislature is to make law. Function of executive is to execute law. Function of judiciary is to interpret law. He was the first philosopher who told about 3 organs of government. And these 3 organs of government is accepted till now. That is it is written down. He divided organs of government as deliberative, magistracy and judicial, on which modern views on classification of government is based. His views on organs of government till now accepted. Number 9. Views about constitutional ruler. Even an ancient philosopher, he showed his mature thinking by telling that ruler must be on the basis of the consent of people. So he cannot be autocrat. Even he was an ancient philosopher, he showed his mature thinking by telling that ruler must be a constitutional ruler. He should rule on the basis of the constitution, on the consent of the people. Last one. own concept on democracy. He developed his own views on democracy. What he told? In this system, in democracy, he told, power should be in majority people who are rulers and ruled. He developed his own view on democracy. He viewed that democracy, power will be in the hands of majority of people. These people are rulers and they are ruled. It means those persons who will rule, they are also rulers. And the ruler will be from the ruled class. So he viewed that in democracy, there must be rule of majority. And these people are both ruler and the ruled. Property should not be a qualification, and tenure should be sought to avoid autocracy. He viewed that property should not be a qualification in the political life, and tenure of the ruler must be sought so that he cannot become autocrat. So due to all these important concepts of Aristotle, Aristotle is considered as the father of political science. So I request my viewers, any topic you want, don't be nervous. From +2 first year to +2 second year political science, +3 first semester to 5th semester political honors, just write my name, Dilip Kumar Pal, and the name of the topic on YouTube. Both Odia and English video will be available. Thank you. Have a good day.